going on, everyone? Where are we? We're in Brooklyn. Right now we are on 21st Avenue, and I am going to take us for a walk down Bay Parkway, which is off to my right. I figured I'd start the camera rolling now. Welcome in for a long walk. This is going to be a long walk. I don't know how long. I'm sure by the time you're watching this, you can see the what the time is. But as I'm recording this, I have no idea how long I'm going to walk. So I hope everybody's doing well. It is a cool, chilly day. It is 60 degrees right now, and we do have a rainstorm coming in. Yeah, a big nor'easter. If you're in the Northeast, you've heard about it. I do have my umbrella on me, my trusty Storm Chase umbrella. If it rains, it's not going to be like crazy rain though. Probably like medium to light rain. I think I said that backwards. Light to medium rain. This is 21st Avenue Park. This is what they call Bensonhurst Park. We're going to cut through and we're going to make it over to Bay Parkway. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually cross over here because this is a much safer intersection over here. I don't like crossing over at Bay Parkway. So it's crazy dangerous over there. So you got some people dancing over there. There you go. America's Got Talent auditions. Hope this kid's got his license. All right, here we go. Walk. And now we're on Cropsey Avenue. Trying to get over to Bay Parkway. I was going to roll the camera. I was going to start rolling the camera on Bay Parkway. I was like, you know what? Let's do it a little early. So it is October. Last time I did a walk on the channel was, I think, September 25th. Today is October 11th. So pretty much 2 weeks. Well, this is the house with the windmill. Let's see if we can get a good look at it over here. You see that windmill right there? I'm not sure if they have an active well on site. There's a lot of homes here in this neighborhood, Bath Beach, Bensonhurst, that have wells. And some of them use the wells. They use the water like to wash a car or to water the lawns and stuff like that. They don't drink it. Alright, we are on Bay Parkway finally. So this is now officially the Bay Parkway walk. Bay Parkway is an extremely busy traffic corridor through Brooklyn. It'll take you right behind me, it'll take you right down to the seawall. I've showed you guys that view on a few walks. Nice sunsets, Caesars Bay. Oh, I would love to get that light. Looks like I'm gonna get it. Figo Pizza, right? I've actually had pizza there a couple times. It's okay. It's good. And I've regularly bought my wine at this place here on the corner of Bath and Bay Parkway. Is the wine and liquor place. Look, right at me, yeah. He didn't see me. What you guys didn't see on the camera was I put my umbrella, I pointed my umbrella right at him like a shotgun. I was ready to jump out of the way if he floored the gas, because what happened was he was making that turn and there was traffic coming at him, and I was ready to jump. You know, it wasn't like I was being nonchalant about it. You don't want to... I see a lot of people do this. You don't want to play chicken with 2 tons of metal, so... which is mostly the engine block, right? About a ton. Front of the car. Front of the car does the most damage. Starting to feel, it's starting to get a little misty. This is the, I always say it's one of the most ugliest buildings you'll find on Bay Parkway. They had these, so I'll show you the house beyond this, but they had 3 big houses on these properties. You have this one right here to my left that's now boarded up. It's gone. They tore it down. And these are the type of homes that were in those spots. And then right here, I'm sure people that are old enough to remember, because I used to hang out over here. There used to be a synagogue here. And it was like up on a level. It was weird. It was like a corner, you know, obviously it was on the corner here. And I like, it was sort of like walking up, like if you ever walk up the steps to the library. It had like 10 steps, then a platform, then another 10 steps, then a little platform, and then the synagogue. So we used to hang out over here and stuff. Alright, so I'll give you guys a little bit of a weather check. It is getting misty out now. I don't know if it doesn't look like it's affecting the camera yet, but I'll keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, I am walking, it feels like I'm walking into the direction of where the rain is falling, so if it starts raining like heavier, it's going to be quite an interesting walk, because I'm going to be walking into the rain, which is, I never do that on my rain walks. Coming up on 86th Street is the 86th Street Bay Parkway train station. Looks like a train is in the station and it's leaving now, going to Coney Island. All right, we're gonna get to 86th Street here. You guys are gonna notice like a little transition fade, and that is because I'm actually gonna stop recording and start right away, and that's because I haven't run this camera in a while, and when you don't use the camera for a while, sometimes it'll shut down in the middle of a clip, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna actually force the issue here. So I'll give you guys a look at 86th Street before I do it. 86th Street. All right, so I stopped and started the camera. We are on Bay Parkway, and we're going to be walking for a while down this street. A very busy street. And she was going to walk right into me. We're now on the number streets. This is 85th Street. And by the way, we are in the Bensonhurst section of Brooklyn right now. We started out Bath Beach, now we're in Bensonhurst, and depending on how far we walk, we'll probably end up in Mapleton, the little known part of Brooklyn that nobody knows about. Mapleton sounds like a town out of like Leave It a Beaver or something. I don't know. This part of Bay Parkway is just all big apartment buildings. This is our first walk in October, about 11 days into the month. So don't worry, we got plenty of October left. I haven't been around for a while because I wanted to take a break. Like a straight on break. And I'll tell you why I wanted to take a break. There's just so much garbage on YouTube right now. I mean, it's just It's just a garbage. No other way to put it, but it's like a cesspool, man. It's like, so what happens is, like, I turn, so on my computer, right? So I'll tell you how I upload and how I access YouTube Studio mostly. Actually, not mostly. Well, I'll give you guys a breakdown of what I do. But when you're on the computer, right? The way you get on YouTube Studio, you get this interesting looking set of windows here. When you're on YouTube on the computer and you want to get to YouTube Studio, you got to go through YouTube. And I just wanted to take a break from YouTube because there's so much garbage right now going on. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just like every time you get on YouTube, suggested videos of politics, war, somebody complaining because their video game doesn't work right, or the latest one I've been seeing is because I'm a tech engineer, right? So I guess they recommend it because I do look up a lot of tech stuff, but you know, things with Windows 11 getting rid of local user accounts, that's a conversation for another day. But that's what I saw this morning when I finally went on for the first time. I just wanted to take a break. You know, I just was like, you know what, I don't want to look at this for a while. And when I do my videos, I have to do everything through the YouTube site on the computer because I have to upload the video and all that stuff. I have to render the video and upload it and do all of this stuff. I want to thank the people that emailed me. I had a few people email me and I had one comment wondering if I was okay. And I am okay. I'm fine. Nothing happened. I just decided to step away without even saying anything. That was another big deal. I wanted to like step away without even making an announcement. I just wanted to, you know, walk away. Alright, it is really heavy mist right now. I might have to put the umbrella up. Now, as far as so on the phone there is a YouTube app. And the cool thing about that is you don't have to go through YouTube. It's a dedicated app. You just go on there, and that's how I was able to, you know, check like comments and stuff without having to look at YouTube. And then of course I got my email address, which, by the way, people ask what the email address is. It's stridewarrior@gmail. Really simple. No. The Grim Reaper? Now she's really covered up. She definitely doesn't want to get wet.
Just keep going.
Well, this right here is Kings Highway. This is 78th Street and Kings Highway, depending on which one you go left for Kings Highway there, or right down 78th Street. Alright guys, I'm gonna put the umbrella up. I don't need the umbrella, it's for the camera because the camera's just gonna get all damp and stuff. also, you guys are probably going to see the umbrella a lot because I am walking into the rain. In case you're wondering what time it is in the morning. It's around 10 in the morning or 10:30 or so. Well, you can tell everyone's out. Everyone's up and out. You know, speaking of the break I took, the cool thing about taking a break, like just for me, is you get to kind of flush everything out. It's like starting new again. And then the other thing is the channel had a good amount of traffic for 2 weeks and subscribers. I was surprised at that. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was obviously, you know, the views weren't as high as they are when I have regular content going up, but I mean, it was a good amount of views each day. And the subscribers were still going up. That's the thing that surprised me. I was still getting subscribers. So I want to thank everybody that has joined for the last... If you joined, say, the day after I went on my break here, you were probably wondering, why did I subscribe? This guy doesn't upload. And if you're like the few people that subscribed last night, well, you didn't really miss anything, right? So there you go. And we're gonna, should I cross over? Nah, you know what? I'm going to stay on this side because we've walked on that side before, so. Look at this guy. Right through a walk light. I kind of, I don't know. I don't want to go on one of my preachy rants, but like. Whatever, he didn't hit anybody, right? So I guess it's all good if he didn't hit anybody. So you can see the street, the sidewalks are getting wet. It's it's like very misty. You can't even, you know, I'm sure you don't even hear it falling on the umbrella. Got some of these businesses here. There goes Avenue O over there. We did that this summer, early summer. I think it was like late spring we did it. It was actually live. Not a live walk. I recorded it and then I was at my desk live showing it to you guys and chatting with you guys. So it would be in the live tab. That's where you're going to find it. I haven't done a live in a while. I gotta get in front of that Canadian. I was just gonna start singing, "Oh, Canada." I wonder if she is from Canada or she even knows that that is a Canadian umbrella or flag or whatever. That reminds me, I'll tell you a funny story. When I was in the Navy, we used to travel all these countries, especially in the Asia Pacific Rim, and they'd all have New York Yankee hats and Yankee gear and Yankee memorabilia, and I'd be like, "Yo, you're a Yankee fan?" And they would look at me like, "What?" There goes where the old Marlboro Theater used to be there, where that CVS is. They had tore it down, and that's the building. That's what they put in its place. And this is the Rimini pastry shop, right? This has been around a long time. It was established just 1 year before I was born. It's been around since 1973. I've been around since 1974. So it's only a year older than me. I'll give you guys a look at some of the nice looking... I don't know if you eat these cakes. I think these are the cakes you show people. Of course, they got some bread. Yeah, a Subway shop right here. I actually stopped at a Subway recently. It's the only thing I'll stop and eat outside. Not saying that it's great or anything, but you know, it's the only thing I'm willing to eat because I could see them, you know, making my sandwich. But I'll tell you, man, it is so expensive. It's like, I shouldn't say it's so expensive, but you know, $11 for a 6-inch sandwich that's not even 6 inches. It's more like 5 inches. It's kind of crazy. Do you know how much you could buy? You could buy a week's worth of cold cuts with like $8. That's what I do. By the way, you can hear the rain. It is raining. This is now light rain. It's no longer mist. And you know me, I am prepared for this. I am wearing my rain sneakers. The last time I wore these sneakers was when, it was a while ago. It was that big, I think it was the flash flood storm in July 31st maybe. A long time. It's like 2 months. I might have done a rain walk after that. I can't remember. It's not hitting me right now, but it's definitely been a while. I am wearing a very light windbreaker hoodie, like extremely light, and I'm wearing shorts, like cargo shorts. I think I said earlier it is like 60 degrees, so for me it is still shorts weather. I'm like a New Englander. I'm like a Northeasterner, man. I will wear shorts. I don't care if it's in December. If it's like December and the temperature's in the mid 50s, I will wear shorts with like a hoodie. Don't matter to me. We just passed 65th Street. Soon we're going to be in the Mapleton section. So I was mentioning this earlier, we have a big, if you're in the Northeast, you know about it. If you're on the East Coast, actually, we have a big storm coming in. It's actually a post-tropical storm. And it was supposed to be Tropical Storm or Hurricane Karen, and well, it kind of bottomed out, and it's been interacting with another low pressure system, which is really what's going to enhance it and turn it into a really old school nor'easter. But if you're into weather like me and understand what I'm talking about, the latest model runs showed it more off the coast as of this morning. Those are the predictive models, and it showed it more off the coast. 2 days ago, I mean, they were predicting, and it could still happen, but they were predicting like 60-mile-an-hour winds start coming in tonight, into tomorrow, and lasting through Monday. So we'll see if that happens. And we were originally going to get like 5 inches of rain, but I don't know. We'll see. So this is like the warm-up. I'm gonna get you guys across the street, look at some churches. Bishop Kearny is over here. Well, it used to be Bishop Kearny. Bishop Kearny is now closed. It used to be an all-girls school. Here you go, guys. This is the school I was telling you about, Bishop Kearny. It is, from what I understand, it's closed as far as a Catholic school. I don't know if it's being repurposed or anything like that. Usually these schools end up being repurposed for like charter schools and stuff. All right, we're in Mapleton now, by the way. This is a Leave It to Beaver territory. The old Rite Aid is closed, by the way. This was open, I think the last time this thing was open was maybe 2019, 2020. Maybe later, I don't know, but it's been closed for a while. And then on the next block, you got National Wholesale Liquidators, which has been around forever. You know what? We're going to end it at McDonald Avenue, which is coming up. That's a good place to end it, because once you get past McDonald Avenue, there's nothing but just that big cemetery. I think it's called like Washington Cemetery. And then you eventually, Bay Parkway eventually runs out past the cemetery, so it's not much left. And over here is a cemetery as well. So there's multiple cemeteries down here. I just had a funny thought. Like, the last time I did a walk on McDonald Avenue, it was a rainy day, and now we're gonna be ending it over there on a rainy day. McDonald's likes rain, I guess. You can see the cemetery on my right here. And there's also a cemetery on my left. Much smaller territory on that side, because you can see some of the houses are like right up against the cemetery over there. So this was a nice good walk. to come back on. Now, I didn't take a break from walking, by the way, in case you're wondering. I walk almost every day, with or without the camera. And I have to be grateful because, you know, I turned 51 earlier this year, and I still, knock on wood, I got a lot of wood around me with all these trees, but I am very fortunate to not have any injuries or anything that has slowed me down yet. I'm still moving like I was 21. I'm not in denial though, because you know what? Father Time is undefeated. Nobody has ever beaten Father Time. He is the only undefeated champion of the world. So eventually it'll catch up to me, but I have to say, I'm in my 50s and I'm still moving very fast. I don't know, you know, how long it's going to be before I start to feel like I need to walk around with a cane or something. And in case you're wondering, I gotta turn around and walk back. So, you know, this was my walk today. Like, this was, if I was gonna do a walk, I said, you know, this is it right here. So I would have either walked somewhere else without the camera long distance, or I'm doing this one. So this should come out to about, I don't know, I want to say almost 3 miles. I don't even know. I'll give you guys McDonald Avenue on the next one. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be when I'm going to walk again. I know I was on a break and I coming back, but we have this big storm coming, and generally I do like to walk around in storms, but this is supposed to be really nasty. I'm not going to be walking around in 60-mile-an-hour winds, but I might go out with the camera and station myself somewhere and shoot some footage. But our next walk, like our next, just walking through the streets with nice weather, we'll do it under here again. I haven't been, the last time we did a walk on McDonald Avenue was over a year ago. So we'll see if anything has changed down here. I'll give you guys a nice look around. Got more of the cemetery over there. This is the Bay Parkway train station for the F line. So I will catch you all on the next one. From a rainy Brooklyn, take care and bye-bye.